Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. That there's sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. How is everybody doing today? It is Tuesday, May the 28th, 2024. Now, why am I doing one on Tuesday instead of Monday? Well, it was a holiday week. It was a holiday weekend. And yesterday, I did absolutely nothing. I mean, I literally, on yesterday on Memorial Day, I didn't do nothing. I sat on my ass pretty much all day to the point where when it was time for me to go to work today, I was like, oh, Lord, I done rested too much. I had to get one of the teachers to walk on my back and shit when I got to work. I was like, there we go. All right. Back in the game. All right. But quick shout outs before we go forward. Shout out to Too Tough Sports, the Madden Gamer League, where all the games are broadcasted on Twitch, as well as Heather's Craft Haven, my sis from Another Miss, on TikTok, as well as Facebook. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a wonderful, safe, and blessed Memorial Day weekend. I hope y'all enjoyed that extra day off. I sure did. This was one of those rare weekends where everything that I planned actually got done. Because usually it just, I don't know whether it just be my luck or whatever. Whenever I make plans to do anything, something always happens where I can't do it. Something always happens where it just falls through. That did not happen this past weekend. That did not happen at all. A Saturday, I wanted to go to the store, went to the store. Wanted to take the kids swimming, took kids swimming. Wanted to cook on the grill, fucked it up on the grill. I did my thing. Y'all saw the pictures on Facebook. I did my thing on that grill. You heard me. I did my thing on that grill. I put the pictures out there. Cooked so much where I ain't got to cook for the rest of the week. You heard me. I don't have to cook the rest of the week at all because now it's Tuesday. Not a holiday, but back to regular week. So I'm back on my salads. I'm back on my salad tip. So it is what it is. And I'm doing this. So tonight we will have Robert on the show. I'm not necessarily saying it's conspiracy theories, but I want Robert on the show to have a couple of discussions. And plus, when I thought about it, I was like, damn, I probably won't end up doing a podcast on Friday because I'm busy. I have a lot. I have to DJ. I have to DJ at the Anna Swim Club out in Verona. I have to DJ. They're having a end of the school year swimming party. And then I got so much stuff to do between Friday and Saturday. Then I have to do a little training for my job Saturday morning. Then I have to do a graduation party for Hope, Heather and Rob's daughter, my niece. So I got to do all of that stuff. I want to try to hit up big little bro Brian and shout out to you, Brian. Shout out to you, little big bro. Happy early birthday. I'm trying to do all of that stuff, and I wonder if it's enough hours in the day. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, let's get to these sports. Today, what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk briefly about the conference finals. This could be a good thing for the players, but a bad thing for the NBA. Hey, Bill, of how these conference finals are going. Also, we're going to talk about Mike Tyson for a little bit. Had a little bit of a health scare on a plane. It's not appearing to be any threat to the fight in July. And then we're going to talk some relationship shit. Yeah. I got to talk some relationship shit because there's some things trending. And I'm like, nigga, what? But anyway, let's get to these conference finals. Before I start talking about basketball, since I'm going on the basketball subject, well, rest in peace to the legendary Bill Walton, who just passed away yesterday. A lot of people who watch the show who don't keep up with sports may not know who Bill Walton is. He was a center in the 70s and the 80s. He was one of the greatest college basketball centers ever for UCLA. He followed the legacy that Kareem had. Right after Kareem, it was Bill Walton. And Bill Walton was an NBA Finals MVP in the 70s when the Portland Trail Blazers beat the Philadelphia 76ers. He was Sixth Man of the Year for the '86 Celtics when they won their championship, and he was an awesome commentator for years. I never can say that I can remember. I never can say that I remember watching Bill Walton play in person. I'm not that damn old, but I do watch. I have watched tons and tons of games, full games, whether it's on Classic Sports, NBA TV, whatever. And his game, he was very smart. Outside of being 6'11", 7 feet, very smart. He actually, to be an American center, played a European style of center. He was an excellent passer. You could run your offense. He's one of those forefathers of the big men who you could run your offense through. He would today, if I was to compare him to anybody, I would probably say Jokic. Yeah, I don't think he handles the ball as well as Jokic, but his level, his basketball IQ was on point, and he would just always seem to be happy. He was kind of, he gave you a hippie. If you watch all of his highlights from early in his career, just him outside of basketball kind of gave you kind of a hippie vibe. But every time, everything I've heard about dude is that he was always happy, and that's great. That's one thing. Be always happy when you make every day, you live every day like it's your last. That way, when you go, you have no regrets. But now let's get to the conference finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks are about to play Game 4. Look like the Minnesota Timberwolves may get swept. Last time it was on here on Friday's show, it looked like Minnesota was handling their business in Game 2. As the show was going on, we watched Luka hit that step back three on Rudy Gobert, had him on skates. And then on Sunday, Dallas handled their business in Game 3. So this could be, if Dallas wins tonight, this would be the first time in NBA history that both conference finals, the East and the West, would end in sweeps. Because in the Eastern Conference, Boston swept the Indiana Pacers. Yesterday, they finished their sweep. I didn't have much of a chance for the Pacers once Halliburton got hurt, but here's the crazy thing about it. The Pacers gave away Game 3. Like the Pacers, that sweep was almost like the Lakers getting swept last year by the Nuggets. All the games were close with the exception of Game 2. Game 1, the Pacers blew. They gave away. Game 2, the Celtics kicked their ass. Game 3, the Pacers gave away. And Game 4, went right down to the wire. I want to say the final score was 105-102, something like that. I know they say Elmer Fudd made a big three, a.k.a. Derek White. But so the Celtics are off to the NBA Finals for the second time in 3 years, really not having gotten tested because for the most part, everybody they played against had to deal with had injuries going on. It is what it is. But if Dallas sweeps Minnesota again, that'll be good for the players because they have this finals scheduled, or they already have a set date for the finals. The finals start 10 days from now. So now you have to go almost a full 2 weeks without basketball if the Mavericks finish off the Timberwolves tonight, which means good for the players because that means no excuses. Everybody, if you have knick-knack injuries, you have plenty of time to recover and be available for the finals. As far as basketball, there's the NBA is probably like, damn. Because I'm pretty sure that the NBA at least wanted one of these series to go long, to be a long series, whether it was 6 or 7 games. You got that last year. You got, Denver sweeping the Lakers, but then you had Miami and Boston going 7 games. As long as you got one that's going long, but you're like, damn. And I'm just saying, I agree. Can't go that long with no games. Motherfuckers gonna be, out of sight, out of mind. This ain't the Super Bowl. Basketball don't have that clout anymore, where you can go 2 weeks without a game, but it's the NFL. They don't have that clout no more. So even though it's a series and not one individual game, it's like, damn. Like, I know the NBA is like, golly. And I'm the one saying this first. So if Dallas does win tonight, when you hear all of that stuff tomorrow, this may be bad for the league. You heard it. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Okay? So, but the bottom line with this Dallas and Minnesota series. Anthony Edwards had a good game 3, but yeah, I saw them take 3 points from Boston. Take 3 points from Boston to help but Boston won anyway, so it is, But Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns has not nearly met the level of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. But now, seeing as how it's going to beat Dallas and Boston in the finals, this makes for some juicy storylines. Woo! Where did Kyrie Irving play after he left LeBron in Cleveland? He went to Boston. Where did he have his great big fallout at? With Boston. When he played with Brooklyn against the Celtics 2 years ago, they was cursing Kyrie. Kyrie was burning sage around the stadium. He spit on the leprechaun and all that shit. They don't like Kyrie in Boston, they don't like Kyrie in Boston, and Kyrie don't like Boston. I don't know if I said that right. They don't like Kyrie in Boston, and Kyrie don't like Boston. There we go. And then on top of that, if Porzingis comes back, where did Porzingis go to after he left the Knicks? He went to Dallas. Him and Luka Doncic didn't have a good relationship whatsoever. At least it was reported as that. So that's why Porzingis eventually got traded to the Washington Wizards. And think about what the narrative could be like if Kyrie Irving wins a championship a year after pretty much being told to kick rocks and flip-flops and exit the NBA. Remember, he was suspended last season before he was traded to Dallas because of the anti-Semitic. Kyrie ain't gonna buy no damn house in Boston. He was suspended for some anti-Semitic shit, even though all he did was tweet a link that was on Jeff Bezos' website. Nobody said shit about Jeff Bezos, but they wanted to make Kyrie Irving a fucking example. That was a flat-out joke. That was a disgrace what the NBA tried to do to Kyrie Irving. It was disgraceful. Okay, it was. It was disgraceful. But imagine if Kyrie Irving can come back and win a title against the Boston Celtics. Woo, boy. You know, and I know people ain't thinking about this right now. And again, you heard it here first, motherfuckers. You know whose legacy would take a real big smack in the face if Kyrie Irving wins a championship with Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks? Not LeBron James. Kevin Durant. Ooh. Kevin Durant's legacy would take a big smack in the face. Why? Ask you. Because everybody says that it was Kyrie's decision to go. Kyrie is the one who spearheaded them going to Brooklyn and not to the New York Knicks in 2019. Okay. Now, Kyrie deserved a lot of the criticism that he did get. Over the past couple of years, Kyrie did bring a lot of that criticism on himself. But now with the I can't really say nothing about the vaccination thing because it ain't a thing for him. He didn't get vaccinated, and guess what? He won. He got back in the league. Brooklyn paid top dollar. Now you ain't required to be vaccinated no more. So he won as far as that goes. But Kevin Durant, you leave Steph Curry. You team up with Kyrie and James Harden. Shit happens. You don't win a title. Then if you're Kevin Durant, you leave and you go with Devin Booker and now Chris Paul, and Chris Paul leaves, now Bradley Beal, and you can't even get out the first round. Kyrie is pretty much an afterthought. Everybody like, man, Kyrie don't take basketball seriously. He should retire. And now Stephen A. Smith of the world, who y'all know I love Stephen A. Smith, but he was one of the main ones saying that Kyrie should retire, this, that, and the third. But if Kyrie wins, he will have won without LeBron James, and he will have won not needing Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant hasn't won a title without Steph Curry. These are facts. That's going to smack Kate. And I'm saying, nobody, when you hear about it, remember you heard it here first, motherfuckers. Matter of fact, I might make a short of this just to remind you niggers who said this first. And here's another narrative right here, too. People ain't going to think much about this, but let's think about Mavericks history. Let's say Dallas does go on to win the championship, because I ain't rooting for no Boston. Fuck Boston. Anyway, Let's say the Mavericks do win a championship. This would be their second championship in franchise history. So then they would ask, well, who's the greatest Maverick ever? Is it Dirk Nowitzki? Is it Luka Doncic? Maybe Kyrie Irving could throw his hat in the ring too. And I give you answer, no, no, no. If the Mavericks win the championship this year, you know who the greatest Dallas Maverick of all time is? I'm going to let y'all think about this one. Jason Kidd, their coach. Why would Jason Kidd be the greatest Dallas Maverick of all time? Because Jason Kidd was the starting point guard on that Maverick team that beat LeBron, D. Wade, and Chris Bosh when Dallas won their first championship. So if you're the starting point guard on the team that won the first ring, and then you're the head coach on a team that wins another ring, why aren't you the greatest Dallas Maverick in history? And why aren't you the greatest Maverick ever? He was a number one draft pick for the Mavericks all the way back in 1993. Number one draft pick. His ties to the Mavericks are undeniable. If he is the coach on a championship team and the point guard of the very first championship team, it's not Luka, it's not Dirk, it's not Kyrie, it would be Jason Kidd. You heard it here first. Boy, I'm on a roll today. Woo! Boy, I'm on a roll today. I'm giving y'all gold right now. I'm giving y'all gold. Man. Boy, you would pat yourself on the back. Let me stop. I'm just saying, just think about this. Now, reverse that. If the Boston Celtics win, they are expected to. They had the best record in the regular season. They've been to the conference finals 6 of the last 8 years. This is their second finals appearance in 3 years. Is this version of the Celtics a championship team? Or is this version of the Celtics the modern day version of the late 80s, early 90s Portland Trailblazers? Think about that. All depends. Because, Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter and Kevin Duckworth and Jerome Kersey and Buck Williams, they were some bad motherfuckers in the late 80s and early 90s in Portland. They had 3 problems: Magic, Michael, and Isaiah. And they couldn't get it done. So is the Boston Celtics problem going to be Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving? To be continued. To be continued. Boy, I'm giving y'all gold here. I'm giving y'all gold. NBA TV need to offer my ass a contract right now because I'm saying shit that they ain't going to say at least for another week. Man, if they say it tomorrow, you heard it here first. Boy, they should sign me right now. Boy, I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you some good shit here, boy. Now, as far as boxing goes, Mike Tyson had a health scare a couple of days ago on a plane on a flight from LA to Miami. They said an ulcer of his flared up and he just needed a little bit of medical attention. Now, sometimes the media can blow things out of proportion. They were like, the flight was delayed because Mike was sick. Mike has since, put out a statement, and Mike has since been seen on camera. It's not going to alter the fight in any way, but if but when you have ulcers, shit like that can happen. So, I'd be scared, man, when Mike scheduled a fight. The last half of Mike's career, Mike postponed so many goddamn fights. You wondered if you was ever going to get them. And I mean, like, you postpone a fight now, nigga, you about to be 58 years old. Who's in the hell still going to be? Are we sure you're going to fight? There's a lot of money, but at the same time, if Mike ain't right, particularly at his age, if Mike ain't right, then I don't want him to fight. I don't want Mike to for a bag of money. And people keep throwing this bullshit around. Mike must be broke. Mike's not broke. Mike is anything but broke. Mike can look this. When Mike was fighting 20 years ago, he was fighting to pay his bills. That is not the case now. He's fighting because he wants to. He's fighting because he can. Mike doesn't need the money for this fight. He's taking himself on a journey. I mean, could it be you want to say midlife crisis? Maybe. But he wants to take himself on a journey. And we have to understand, Mike Tyson is a professional athlete. That's what he did for a living. He was a professional athlete for a living in a sport where if you keep yourself in good shape and good condition, Mike is clearly not punch drunk, that you can still do this, and this would be defying the odds because the fight when the bell rings, will already have defied the odds because of the 31-year age gap. But if Mike ain't right, I don't want him to fight because I don't want him to. I believe even not right, Mike Tyson could still knock Jake Paul ass the fuck out. But if he's not right, I don't want him to fight. But I'm glad this happened in May than in June. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. All right. Now I'm gonna bring my boy on here. Go ahead, unmute your microphone, my man. That is my nigga right there. That is my nigga. That is my over-melanated nigga right there. How you doing, Lomar? That is my nigga right there. That is my nigga. Robert fucking Chandler. How you doing, my nigga? You ain't have an idea I was on here, bro, because I usually go on Mondays, but I was lazy yesterday. I'm gonna keep it 100. That is my nigga. How do you doing, my nigga? You're not going to say anything, my nigga? Oh, there you go. There you go. You're back, my nigga. How you doing, my nigga? We can see you, my nigga.
It's a delay.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Hey, did you go back and watch the episode and see how you kept telling me to be quiet and I wasn't saying shit because of your delay?
No.
You should. I watched that. I was laughing my ass off, boy. He kept saying, Brandon, be quiet. Stop interrupting me. Nigga, I won't say nothing. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not saying anything. You're like, let your ears listen. I'm like, I didn't say nothing. Just talk. How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
Hey, man, why don't you log off and log back on? Because I see the delay. Come off and then come back on. Let's see if we can get that shit right. Because I don't want to be putting time out today or on cues for not listening when it's just a delay going on. Y'all saw it. If y'all saw that shit last week, my boy was. Y'all saw it on Friday. My boy was like, "You're not listening, Brandon. Let your ears listen. Stop interrupting me." And I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I didn't say shit. I didn't. That shit was funny though. I tell you, I went back and listened to that. I went back and watched that shit. I was fucking rolling. I was like, yo, I hope he listens to this. Come on back on here, Rob. Come on. So we can go ahead and I'm bringing this dude. Listen, Lomar, you may want to share this. You may want to share this with some people. I'm bringing Robert Chandler on here to talk relationships. Yeah. What up, baby boy? Welcome back. How you doing, baby boy? What you doing? I see you moving. But how you doing, man? It can't be that much of a goddamn delay. How you doing? Huh? What'd you say?
What we gonna talk about first?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what, bro. We're gonna talk about the broads first, boy. We're gonna talk about the broads first. Listen, Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco was talking about something that this thing that had gone viral. Huh? You said, look. My nigga.
Okay.
Huh? What'd you say?
I cut my camera off like that.
Okay, that's cool. Can you hear me? I guess not. But anyway, Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco were talking about this thing that had went viral about this woman that went on and put a list of things that she needed per month to have upkeep. Now come on back, Rob. To have upkeep for herself on a monthly basis. You guys listen.
A woman goes viral for sharing a list of things that women need for maintenance. Can you see it?
Hey, whoa, oh heck. See what I'm talking about?
Let me read it to the people that can't see at home.
Come on, man.
She says she needs $60 for waxing. She needs between $75 and $130 for her nail and toes. She needs between $80 and $400 for her hair. She needs between $60 and $150 for facial. She needs between $12 and $30 for her brows. She needs between $80 and $120 for her lashes. She say, guys, that $100 y'all trying to send, that ain't good enough, sir.
Now you see.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna say this. Hey Rob, you back with me? You back with me, homie? I must need to play that again. Now, did you hear all of that stuff that was necessary for a woman just to be proper maintenance? Rob, I'm gonna let you hear this again, okay? I'm gonna let you hear this again.
A woman goes viral for sharing a list of things that women need for maintenance. Can you see it?
Hey, whoa, oh heck. See what I'm talking about?
Let me read it to the people that can't see at home.
Come on,
she
man.
says she needs $60 for waxing. She needs between $75 and $130 for her nail and toes. She needs between $80 and $400 for her hair. She needs between $60 and $150 for facial. She needs between $12 and $30 for her brows. She needs between $80 and $120 for her lashes. She say, guys, that $100 y'all trying to send, that ain't good enough, sir.
Now you see. Now you see when I was in college. Why?
Now, ladies, I don't know what ladies is watching this or not, if any. You need all of that just for upkeep. Let me ask you a question. Are you a woman or are you a build-a-bitch? I'm serious. You need all of that stuff just to leave, just to walk out the house? Did you just hear what he just said? You need all of that just to walk out the house? Are we serious right now? Are you a woman or are you a build-a-bitch? The hell is wrong with you? The hell is your problem? Rob, I don't know what the hell going on with you, bruh. Come on now. Can you hear me?
Look, man, it's StreamYard. It's StreamYard.
Okay, well, I can hear you just fine. Did you hear the message that I just played, the video that I just played?
No, I didn't hear you. No.
All right, well, I'm gonna play it for you one more time. One more again.
A woman goes viral for sharing a list of things that women need for maintenance. Can you see it?
Hey, whoa, oh heck. See what I'm talking about?
Let me read it to the people that can't see at home.
Come on,
she
man.
says she needs $60 for waxing. She needs between $75 and $130 for her nail and toes. She needs between $80 and $400 for her hair. She needs between $60 and $150 for facial. She needs between $12 and $30 for her brows. She needs between $80 and $120 for her lashes. She say, guys, that $100 y'all trying to send, that ain't good enough, sir.
Now you see. Now.
Did you hear that, my guy? Nothing?
Yeah, I heard it.
And hey, come back on camera, bro.
I heard it.
Back on camera. All right, and what do you think? She must be crazy out her motherfucking head. Well, I'm waiting for your thoughts, sir. I'm waiting for your verbal thoughts, sir.
Well, when you play with
That-
big money,
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, because it ain't easing up.
Okay.
When you play with big money like that, women gonna expect to be able to come to you for money like that. When you got big money like that, women are smart. A woman already know how much money she can ask you for. Now it's just about whether or not you gonna give it to her. I was messing with this girl one time. This chick was so calculating. She knew she could ask me for $70. You hear me? This chick had already counted my pocket for me.
Hey man, turn your camera on, man. I want to see you when you talking, man.
No, I can't turn the camera on because look, I had to kill the camera so the feed wouldn't so you can free up some bandwidth so we can talk without it glitching.
I got you. Okay. So she ran your pockets that much.
Man, yeah, but she did a lot of other things too, so I ain't mind.
Man, okay. Well, look, that's $70. Look, this chick talking about $70. That would just be one demand. That would just be one demand.
Look, man,
when you do, what were you saying, Rob?
When you dealing with a woman, I'm telling you, women already line you up. They already count in your pocket. They know, so they know they can come to you. I need $230 so I could go get a mani pedi. I'm gonna go get my hair waxed. I'm gonna look good for you.
Motherfucker, I don't need you to do all that for me. Look, let me tell you something, man. When a man and a woman are really like this, when the man and woman is like this, when their relationship is like this, you don't have to do all that shit to impress your man. That's you trying to impress the streets. I'm gonna tell you that right now because at this point in my life, I don't mind if I'm in a relationship and a woman want me to get the nails done and things like that. But let's go ahead and keep listening to this video so he can really break this down.
Now you see when I was in college why I took cosmetology classes. Now you see why I took classes to be an esthetician. Now you see why I took classes to be able to do manicures and pedicures. Now you see why I learned how to do installs and color wigs and braid. That's ridiculous. Because if you add up, tell Ash, do me a favor. Tell Ash to tell me how much that is right there real quick. But if you think about it,
okay, we're going to do the high end. 190, 190, 590, 740, 770, 890. That's about that's almost $1,000 a month.
So think about that. It's 12 months in a year. Every 2 weeks, she needs $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now
so imagine, that's $2,000 a month. That's 24 grand a year.
That's $24,000 a year.
$24,000 a year. I repeat, is you a woman or is you a build-a-bitch? I'm not paying. Look, I don't give a. I could have 7-8 figures in my motherfucking bank account. If you think I'm paying 24 grand a year for your upkeep, you ain't a fucking plant. You ain't a fucking plant. What? You ain't a what? What? Man, ain't no name good enough. Rob, what you thinking, bro? Rob, what you thinking, bro? Oh, froze again? Okay. But I can hear your background. Bro, all I'm going to say is this. $24,000 a year. Some people don't even make that much a year. Even in 2024, some people don't make $24,000 a year. And you talking about $24,000 a year just to keep your motherfucking upkeep? Are you crazy? Man, look, ain't no yams good enough. I don't care. Look, I'm serious. Like I said, I could have 8 figures in my account. I promise you, 24,000 of them dollars ain't going for your upkeep. Who are you? You're not trying to impress me, because a real dude in a real relationship, they don't give a fuck about all of that shit. We don't. You want a woman who want that much money on upkeep? She trying to keep herself looking good for the streets. Straight up. She trying to keep herself looking good for the streets. And that's real shit. I'll be damned. Man, look, it costs me in a relationship. If it's gonna cost me $24,000 to be in a relationship, then that $24,000 need to come with a fucking W-2 form, my nigga. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That shit need to come with a W-2. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Love is free. Bullshit is $24,000. Bullshit is $24,000. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That ain't no love. If you really love me, you would spend that type of money. Bullshit, motherfucker. Bullshit. I don't think so. That ain't love. Yeah, if I'm gonna spend that type of dough on you, bitch, and I call you that disrespectfully. Because if you thinking I'm supposed to spend 24 bands, you think I'm supposed to spend 24 bands on you a year just for you to look good for other niggas? Just so other niggas can ooh and ah at your motherfucking ass, man. Please, you ain't for me. You for the hood.
If a woman
wouldn't
knows,
want that.
Listen to me. If a woman know you done signed a contract for $200-300 million, and she rubbing your feet and doing everything else, especially being the football and basketball players, feet should hurt all the time. It feel good having a little something come home to that at least know how to cook for you during the week.
But what if you're not a professional athlete? But what if you're not a professional athlete, bro?
So a woman not gonna ask you for that much money.
You can make that type of money and not be a professional athlete,
but she
bro.
will hit you up for the 50 to 70. She will hit you up every 2 weeks for that $50 to $75 to get her hair and or nails done.
I don't give a damn about that. You want to hit me up? And look, I'll let you know, bro. Okay, I'll let you know, because if I'm covering all the bills in the house, you're not coming to me every 2 weeks about that shit. You coming to me once a month. I don't care about the 50 to 75, even $150 if you coming to me once a month, because you know I'm covering everything up here. I'm not asking you for shit. I'm not asking you to cover nothing in the house. Then. If I'm not asking you, if the only bill I'm asking you to pay is, I don't know, your phone bill, and I cover everything else, you are not coming to me every other week about some fucking hair and nails. You can come to me once a month. You can come to me on my non-rent check. But if
Lamar,
that's like I said,
yep, exactly. Lamar hit the nail on the head. I'm gonna put it to you like this. This girl I was messing with one time, this is what she said. It might cost you a little bit. It might cost you a lot, but it's damn sure gonna cost you.
All right, so whoever that chick was is using lines from Martin. You don't remember that episode when the dead plumber?
I learned real quick messing with her ass.
That's cool. Yeah, they don't cost me nothing to get your ass the hell away from me. It don't cost you nothing with that. That's free. Because I'm telling you, if I'm holding shit down with the bills, if you don't have to pay for nothing but your phone bill and maybe the gas in your car, You not coming to me every 2 weeks talking about something. I need my hair. Because at that point, if you need shit done every 2 weeks, you not trying this. That's not for me. That's for Joe Public. Let Joe Public give you that motherfucking money. Any real nigga will tell you that. Any smart nigga will tell you that. If I'm handling shit, if I'm handling everything in this crib, and the only thing you paying for is your cell phone bill and gas in your car, not even groceries in the house, and you come to me every 2 weeks talking about something, I need this for your upkeep, then you ain't upkeeping for me. Because I see your ass when you're not up. I see your ass when you take all that shit off. And I love you anyway. And I want some yams anyway. You not doing that for me. You doing that for your social. You doing that for Facebook. You doing that for Instagram. You doing that for TikTok. You doing that for the streets. You doing that to make the hood look good. Fuck all that. Nah, bruh. Wish out 20.
And then that's when she hit you with. I said, and that's when she hit you with, you drinking and smoke, Downey.
Right? And it don't cost $24,000 a year for me to do that. Nigga, my bottle costs $10. My Castillo costs $10. And I don't even drink during the week. So I might get 2 bottles a month.
The elephant in the room that needs to be addressed is how women attach money to their vagina.
I wasn't gonna say it, but okay. You say it may cost you little, it may cost you a lot, but it's gonna cost you. Hey, look.
That's the elephant in the room that needs to be addressed.
I mean, it is what it is. That's why I look. I don't mind going on dates and shit like that. I don't. I don't. I am not the same nigga I was back in the day. But I still love the love. But I am not the same dude that I was. That's why I will invite you over. I will cook for you. I ain't got to, do all of that. We ain't got to go there, but I will cook you a meal better than what you could have got had we went out. It ain't gonna cost nobody nothing. The only thing it'll cost me is getting the groceries. That's all right though, because the amount that I spend to cook that, you damn sure better believe I can make it at least 3 or 4 more times when I'm here by my goddamn self. The same exact thing. I can make that 3 or 4 more times, maybe even more than that, depending on if I buy it in bulk. I will invite you over. We can have a wonderful dinner. We can watch movies. I got ain't no channel. There's very few channels that I don't have. and I'm still down for going out and stuff like that. But nigga, all I'm gonna say is nigga. I'm gonna be single for a long time, y'all. I ain't bullshitting.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna be single for a long motherfucking time.
Plus you gotta look at the images and shit. You take a woman out these days, and they spend half the time taking pictures of the food with their face in the phone and shit. You heard me?
That shit be fucking me up, bro.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I'm laughing. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. They take pictures of the goddamn menu, what they ate.
Exactly.
That's real shit, bro.
Damn, all that. As a bit. And then Applebee's and shit is.
Hey, bro, that shit be funny as hell, bro. They be taking pictures of
Applebee's.
Applebee's what?
Applebee's and shit is closing down. Applebee's and shit is closing down. So now it's like you can't even go and feed a bitch and get on for less than goddamn $40.
Hold up, Applebee's is shutting
You
down.
feel me?
Yeah, but Applebee's is shutting down.
They shut locations down. Red Lobster locations. Applebee's locations are shutting down. Red Lobster locations.
Red Lobster shut down
down.
91 locations.
God damn.
You got to check the right.
God damn.
Yeah.
I got me an
Ain't no
Applebee's
way to
gift
take
card
a
for
bitch
Teacher
to.
Appreciation Week. I need to use that
Pardon?
motherfucker.
Check out Applebee's. Check out Applebee's. They shut down some shitter locations too. So
Damn.
the whole part about entertaining the woman and doing this and doing that, a lot of options are about to be eliminated.
That's fine because I still got option one.
Cook at home.
Bingo. Booyah.
Home cooked meal.
Bingo. I still got option number one. It's
That should be
exactly what I
option
said.
number one anyway.
That's exactly what I said, Tony, before you got over here. I said, I will cook you a meal better than what they're gonna serve you at any restaurant any damn way. I said,
Speaking of which, sir, I see you ain't offer me a damn plate. That's why I brought it up. Now I ain't no female, but you ain't offer me no plate. You know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Since
no,
you bragging on it.
bro, the pictures is all over Facebook. Everybody seen it.
That ain't a damn plate. You can't smell no plate.
Hey
You
man,
can't smell no picture.
Hey, look, man, bring your ass over here. I still got plenty left. Come on over here and grab you one, man. Remember, I'm not whipping it, bro. You are. You more than welcome.
You could have mailed it to me. You got the connections at FedEx and Amazon. You could have got that straight delivered to me overnight, same day.
Bro, you talking about some DoorDash type shit? What the hell is that? That shit was good too, bro. And like I said, I still got plenty left over, man. I still got plenty left over because it was just me and my kids.
Well, nah, it's but for real, in terms of
her son came through, but it's just me and that's me and my kids, just me and my kids.
In terms of that, if you really want to take somebody out, take them on a date, man, it's so many, regular mom and pop establishments that you don't need to go to corporate chain. It's like literally, you don't need to go to corporate chain. You could walk down Cary Street and have your pick of whatever it is you want to eat with her in a nice restaurant. And get better quality food than them corporate, the Applebee's and Fridays and all that. So
all of their shit is flown in frozen. They get this shit delivered pretty much frozen. I want you to hear something, Tony. I don't know if you listen to this. I want you to hear something. This is how we got on this discussion. I want you to hear something. Okay. This is about a woman saying what it would cost for her, what she expects for upkeep.
A woman goes viral for sharing a list of things that women need for maintenance. Can you see it?
Hey, whoa. Oh, heck. See what I'm talking about?
Let me read it to the people that can't see at home.
Come on,
she
man.
says she needs $60 for waxing. She needs between $75 and $130 for her nail and toes. She needs between $80 and $400 for her hair. She needs between $60 and $150 for facial. She needs between $12 and $30 for her brows. She needs between $80 and $120 for her lashes. She said, guys, that $100 y'all trying to send, that ain't good enough, sir.
Now you see when I was in college why I took cosmetology class.
That's what started this.
she need a GoFundMe is what she need. She need either a GoFundMe or to get out there on the stroll, because that's a needy chick. Account. Yeah, she a needy chick. She don't need me.
You crazy.
I need that. That's the case. I need season tickets to the Cowboys. I need season tickets to the Bulls. I need brand new pair of Stacey Adams every month. The new Jordans every time they come out.
Tell them about it. Now let's listen to this. Listen to this.
Now you see why I took classes to be an esthetician. Now you see why I took classes to be able to do manicures and pedicures. Now you see why I learned how to do installs and color wigs and braid. That's ridiculous. Because if you add up, Tell Ash, do me a favor. Tell Ash to tell me how much that is right there real quick. But if you think about it,
Okay, we're gonna do the high end.
much all that is.
190, 590, 740, 770, 890. That's about that's almost $1,000 a month.
So think about that. It's 12 months in a year. Every 2 weeks, she needs $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now
so that's 2,000 a month. That's 24 grand a year.
That's
I can't see Chad Johnson putting in nobody perm. I can't see it.
Hey, but my nigga said he'll do it.
I'm going to get my weed stick in. Who doing it? Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco.
My nigga said he went to college for it. My nigga said he'll do it.
Let me find out he got a hair salon in Compton, Ocho Cinco's wigs and whatnot.
Wigs and what? Hey, you funny, bro. My nigga said he would do it.
They come pretty tough for football players.
That's because those football players don't have CTE. They made it out pretty good. If they have aches and pains, it's in other parts of their body. They don't have the CTE. But my man
Sharp
said
definitely got some aches and pains all over his body.
Who?
Only wide receivers that got CTE are like the Wes Welkers and the what's the boy that used to play for us that went to Buffalo? All them little dudes that went across the middle, all them cats got CTE.
Cole Beasley.
Yeah, Cole Beasley there. They got the concussion problem.
Yeah, because Chad Johnson got whacked a couple of times, but he ain't never get stretched like that.
No.
I remember Ray Lewis stretched his ass once, but now Shannon, I will say this. I seen Shannon ass get tagged a couple of times. But whatever. I mean, Shannon clearly ain't suffering from the damn CTE. But you know it is. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy because again, bruh, $24,000 a year, man, please. For upkeep, I asked this question, Tony. I said, "Are you a woman or are you a Build-A-Bitch?" We got Build-A-Bear, we got Build-A-Bitch.
Yeah, but you know why a lot of them are like that though?
For the streets.
Because there's some fool out there gassing them up to think that.
For the streets.
There's somebody out there. There's somebody out there that's doing that and paying for all that because to them is worth it.
For the street, let them pay for it.
Yeah.
Let them pay for it because nigga, not me. For the streets, not me.
I can't remember what female celebrity was with some rich dude, and she basically said in that shit, I spend his money. I got my own money, but I spend his money. Like what?
That's damn near the motto of every female rapper now.
Yeah.
So that don't surprise me, not one bit.
But see, Brandon, this is the part you missing though. When you make a certain amount of money, you're kind of expected to take care of a woman a certain kind of way. If that makes sense.
No, I get it because women are they're checking your pockets. But let me tell you something, and I mean this to the depths of my soul. I could have 8 figures in my bank account today, and I'm not spending $24,000 for no chick's upkeep. I will not do it. I refuse because at that when it gets to that price, I'm not spending money for you to look good for me. I'm spending money for you to look good for the streets, for social media. Fuck them.
Well, my takeaway on that is, remember Eddie Murphy Raw talking about that noise? Ooh, once you get him to make that noise, my feeling on that is I'm bringing something to the table. We even. In that department, we even. It's a break-even thing. And so what am I taking care of you for? We're supposed to be taking care of each other if we together.
Exactly.
Now, if you take care of me too and all that, then we Gucci. But if you're not, exactly. I'm gonna do like Eddie. I'm gonna go to Africa and find me umfufu, bareback on the zebra.
but what happened when Umfufu start talking to them American women?
I'm gonna keep my ass in Africa. I'm gonna keep my ass. I'm gonna buy a house, a compound, build a compound in Ghana, and stay there.
You gonna do some P Diddy shit?
Yeah, and then when we do come to America, she on house arrest. She can't meet nobody.
No. Oh, my boys, can I interest y'all in a Jaguar Wright interview? Listen, man.
I'm gonna play the game, man.
You don't have to mute your TV. You don't have to mute your TV, but I am going to ask your opinion on these things.
On Jaguar Wright, though?
Yes, Jaguar Wright, though.
Okay.
Come on now. She the hottest thing popping when it comes to this to the real shit.
In the world of Hollywood. And sure enough, we thought we were done. Just like that. We thought we were done. Where Diddy made an apology and you quickly spoke on it. And before we even like really go into the depths of the apology that he made, your response to it, and what we're gonna touch on, people were asking, I want you to address one more time. People were asking as far as tears you shed. Were you crying? The cries for Cassie, was that for Cassie? And again, I just want you to address it one more time.
No. Y'all know me. I don't cry on camera. And when I do cry on camera, it's usually because I'm triggered. Matter of fact, the last time you guys saw me cry on camera, when I did my life story.
Tony, can you hear it?
It's kind of low. I heard her saying something about crying on camera or something.
Yeah, she said, she don't cry on camera. Okay, it'll get there. Rob, can you hear it? Roberto.
No, it's froze.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Talking about when my brother-in-law SA'd me and my mother and sister swept it under the rug. You remember that? Wasn't that the last time y'all saw me cry on camera? I'm not a crier.
So can we ask what triggered that cry once again?
Because I know what that feels like.
All right, with Jack, let's do it like this.
And then listening to Misa.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Watching Cassie's video triggered her empathy because you two have been fucked over by the diddler. Interesting. I mean, as a writer, if I were to dissect that sentence and make all intentions clear, it took watching the bitch that came after you get kicked like that nigga kicked you up underneath that car to trigger your empathy.
You hear what she calling him?
No, I miss
the diddler. She's calling him the diddler.
Wow.
And that should be the name of a fucking scary movie.
Damn. Because you too, before her, went through that. My. How illuminating. You got to watch a girl whose ass you knew was getting beat just like your ass got beat. You got to watch it on CNN, which basically means you couldn't avoid it, to feel empathy. That speaks volumes for women, doesn't it? Because what I didn't hear when Cassie filed that lawsuit was all the other women who have been hurt by the diddler jump up and say, that happened to me, that happened to me, that happened to me, that happened to me. Everybody just sat back and speculated on whether or not she was a gold digger or telling the truth. Misa had more to say about the raid and the treatment of her child than she did about watching Cassie step forward bravely to file that suit publicly. And she didn't say nothing. Did she?
No.
I don't remember me saying, that's right, girl, I'm filing my suit next week. No, you had to watch that nigga that you let pretend to be your baby daddy, because that's Wolf's son. Allegedly.
So, Jack, can we ask you one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's already at a
Rob, I know you had to bounce out and bounce back in. She's calling him the diddler. I just want to know, is this kind of G14 classified info? So, Tony, what you thinking?
I have no comment. Like, I mean, it's funny, but it's sad. But beyond that, I have no comment. All she doing is stating the obvious, like, you know, what those have already said and are thinking. So,
Okay, all right. Well, get back
there's
to it.
nothing there's literally nothing I could probably hear related to Diddy at this point that I would not actually believe.
Yeah, I totally agree 1,000% on that.
So the only thing I'll say about Miss Jack, she's not the Diddy whisperer.
No, because she's not just talking about Diddy. She talk about everybody else. She letting all the secrets go, or at least what she know. Allegedly, that's the word. Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, again, that kind of stuff, I think it's pervasive pretty much everywhere in Hollywood and politics. Anybody with money, I think, just anybody with money. Anybody with money and any kind of influence is happening. It's happening. But before Diddy was Diddy, he was Puffy, and he was a dealer doing the same things, just in trap houses. So it just is what it is.
level.
That's why I think that for it.
Go ahead.
That's why I think it's kind of weird when people, you know, think that people get money and, you know, this stuff happens. Nah, this stuff is happening before people had money. It's just is what it is. Some people is just broken people. Period.
Yeah.
Fucked up people.
Yeah. Real
You
shit.
give them money, all they got is more access to being fucked up. That's all.
That's real shit. It's real shit.
We know this nigga's terrible. Y'all all knew this nigga was terrible. Can you imagine if Misa had to file charges against the diddler?
The diddler.
When he kicked that ass up underneath that car? Or if Kim had to press charges for when he broke her nose? Will we even be seeing that video with Cassie? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Why are we letting monsters make it? And why are we letting victims suffer in silence? Because the truth is, for everything that I could say about one of these Diddy doo-wop bop girls, they're victims too. So,
Yeah, Jack, let me ask, speaking of victims, today, you know, the internet is set back on fire. CNN reports on it, Shade Room, TMZ, and they're speaking of Crystal McKinney, who, of course, in '98 won MTV Model, you know, of the Year or something of that nature.
video model, right?
Video model, yes. Caucasian
I'm
woman.
not talking about video models.
Oh, man, yeah. You said it before. When
I
you
think
saw
about the ones that don't speak English. At least they put that girl in a cabin. She knew how to speak English. Ask yourself how many girls that happened to that came from Guatemala or Ecuador or the Honduras or Brazil. I'm just curious. Like for every victim that's speaking now, I can think about 20 that can't even speak English. What about them? I'm just saying.
So, Jack, let's get to the root of it. Have you seen the report? Have you read the details of what Crystal McKinney has said?
Yeah. I've reviewed.
In that case, she mentions of what SA happened and the way it happened in the bathroom and
that she was drugged.
Yes.
You know, Harv liked to diddle girls in the bathroom. I remember the first time a nigga ran up on me in the bathroom at the knitting factory in New York. I won't say his name. I'll collect mine in another way. Yeah. I was in the stall
Oh,
on the phone. And he rushed in. And out came Mr. Winky. I've been waiting to get you like this all night. I wish I could say it didn't turn out as a hard. It did. I don't think his nuts ever sat right after that.
Oh shit.
Because I took my cell phone and I beat the shit out of everything that was sitting in my face. When he left out the back and went to the emergency room with ice pack. He never tried me again. But if I had spoke up about what he tried on me, he probably wouldn't have got the 10 other girls that I found out about after me.
so Jack, can I ask you something? The words and quotations was, she got back into a corner and the words "suck it" was presented, is what she said. How often
Did
do
you
you
not
feel?
just hear what I said?
Yeah, no,
He came into the store while I'm sitting on the phone at the knitting factory, and out come the business. I've been waiting to get you like this all night.
So my question is this: How often, or how many times do you feel at these parties, at these
It's
situations?
probably happening right now.
Yeah, where a guy backs a woman into a corner and says,
All the time.
like, that's commonplace.
All the time. It's a kid.
You ever been to a party where shit like that happened?
No.
Yeah. I used to have a lot of parties, like house parties. That was like, damn it, my reputation in Highland Springs, pretty much after I got out of high school. But that shit, nah, that's a no-go. Not at all. No, not at all. That's not even cool. Not even a little bit.
Store for weirdos. You keep forgetting who these guys were before they were famous. They were dorks, dweebs, corny ass motherfuckers who were real poor. Spectacles of society in some way. And they're finally willing to do the thing that they gotta do so that they can be popular and they can be great. And now everybody has to do what they say. And now everybody loves them no matter what they do. I want you to think about the weirdest motherfucker in high school and give him $1 billion and imagine how he's gonna behave.
That highlights what you just said, Tony.
Yep.
That highlights exactly what you just said.
I mean, they did a slight reference of it on Family Matters when Steve went from Steve Urkel to Stefan Urkel. A little bit of money, a little bit of swag, a whole different nigga, ain't he? But at the end of the day, when the clock strikes 12, and the Maserati turns into a pumpkin, that nigga still Steve Urkel. Just with more access.
To play on these young, to play on a young woman, to play on her dreams, hopes of being a singer, a model, an actress. How do
it's easy, and that's what they do. It's a plan.
So, let me ask you this, because
you tell a girl that she can be everything, and she's been hoping to be everything her whole life, and then you put her in the right room with the right people, and then you get a celebrity like Mary J. Blige to tell her how great it would be for her to be a superstar too. She gets indebted quick, and then the next thing you know, the first assault happens. It was an accident. I didn't mean it. You're so beautiful. I promise this will never happen again. And then it happens again. And you got to start making sure you come to the studio with somebody. Every time. But then you go into the booth and you go to record, and the person you came with goes to the store to get some blunts and a hoagie, and then the next thing you know, you alone in the booth with this motherfucker, and the engineer has left and locked the door. And you're paying $350 an hour. So you can be a sitting duck for a predator.
So, Jack, they have what is called the New York Adult Survivors Act that's about to expire, to where women are able to bring these allegations.
Fire sale, get your justice today.
Quick, fast, and hurry. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Women right now that should be filing. Mary J. Blige is one of them. Wonder why she not.
Will more women come forward? How many more?
Dozens.
Jack, if you could talk to Diddy right now at this moment, what would you tell him?
Take that.
Oh shit.
Everything you got coming.
Hey, that was funny but diabolical at the same time. That was hilarious. Said, if you could tell Diddy one thing right now, what would you tell him? He said, take that. Damn. Take that. Everything you got coming to you. Damn. Buckets. Damn. Yeah, well.
I ain't got shit else to say to that punk made bitch. You want to know what it's like to notice somebody the devil. Watch them be the devil. Tell everybody for decades that's the devil. And you got to see him be the devil before you're willing to believe. And all of that is possible thanks to the whack bitches. Drum roll. Mary J. Blige, whack bitch. Jennifer Lopez, whack bitch. Carisha, please, whack bitch.
Is there any redemption for Diddy? You think he can get any redemption? Like, is there anything that he could do?
Yeah, he can die.
Damn.
He can die. Because he ain't never going to stop.
Bro, that's cold-blooded as a motherfucker. That's cold-blooded, but hey, you got your fan light is right in the camera, bro.
That better.
You heard what she just said? They asked, was there
Yeah.
anything that he could do? She said he could die. Yowza boy. Oh, no, there's a lot of people out there that feel the same way.
He's never going to stop. I bet you freaking off right now. He's addicted.
Only thing I'll say
And he has enough
is,
hurt on everybody.
I don't know that.
Believe that there's still enough.
Hold up. Let me pause it.
But
All right, go ahead.
The one thing I will say about what she's saying, I don't think maligning Mary J. Blige has anything. It's not germane to the subject. It's not germane to the subject matter.
So you don't think she should do that?
No, I don't think because her saying that it's almost she's trying to imply that Mary J. Blige, both Mary J. Blige and even Jennifer Lopez are enablers, as if they were, you would think that the way she's talking, that Mary J. Blige hooked Cassie up with Diddy or something like that, or made her, stick with that dude. I don't. Talk about Diddy. Talk about the diddler. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what Mary J's situation, is, and if she's not listed in no indictments, no nothing like that, then why you got her name in your mouth? Really? And I'm not necessarily. I mean, I don't know if she did, if she didn't. I just know that her maligning those particular women it's not a good look.
Okay. All right.
They knew what they knew or didn't know what they didn't know, and she don't know either one of those things.
Okay. All right.
problem is, you got people like Gloria Allred running around. Have y'all heard
No, go ahead, please.
some interesting things happening in LA? Gloria Allred got herself something in her nose. She's hunting rap perverts now. And for some reason, she's interested in going after Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Why? Aubrey the one that ran.
Ooh.
And Kendrick is not a pedophile. So why would you be trying to charge them both? Gloria. I find it funny that a Me Too lawyer is looking to create a diversion. And she's had absolutely nothing to say about the diddler. Why not? You the Me Too lawyer. Me Too ain't said shit, but now you trying to target Drake and Kendrick? Why the diversion, Gloria? I think me being in LA is going to be a problem for a lot of people.
Wasn't she on the OJ trial?
Not Gloria Allred, I don't believe. She likes stalking people, though. She's supposed to be a paragon of truth, but everybody knows that the Me Too Monday, that Me Too, Me Too, Miss Too. Y'all was on such a witch hunt, and all you found was Harvey Weinstein, whose charges are being dropped, and R. Kelly, which everyone already knew was guilty. Big guilty. With the association between Sean Carter and R. Kelly and Diddy and R. Kelly, how didn't those two men come up in the Me Too witch hunts?
That's a good point.
Why is no one from Me Too had anything to say about the diddler? Or Jay-Z for that matter. And we all know what came from the Me Too movement, the documentaries about Harvey Weinstein and surviving R. Kelly, which was spearheaded by Dream Hampton, who has been a pet of Sean Carter for many years. And I know he funded it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That makes a lot of sense, though, because, and I'm not trying to be funny, the Me Too movement, whatever. What do you think about the Me Too movement, Tony?
I think some of it is legit and some of it is just people trying to capitalize on a movement.
There you go. I agree, because she makes a damn good point. You got surviving R. Kelly. All you got is Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly. And Harvey Weinstein's charges is getting dropped?
No. One of them, one set of them did because of procedural errors. If they can refile it, all they got to do is refile it. The other, he's still in jail because the others did get dropped.
Okay.
But again, the charges that got dropped was on a technicality, and all they're gonna do is turn around and refile it the proper way, and that's it.
What were you saying, Rob? I don't know if he froze up or not. But you got Harvey Weinstein and you got surviving R. Kelly, but R. Kelly, Jay-Z, and Diddy ran in the same circles. So how the hell you only got one? I mean, how the hell is R. Kelly the only one that you after? I've been hearing for a minute.
Well, because we talking different jurisdictions. That's the first thing, and we're talking about different set of victims. It's different everything. Like, it's different everything, and they weren't the only ones. That's the thing. They weren't the only ones. You might as well include Bill Cosby in that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about three people that rolled in the same circles. And how is it only one person that gets targeted? I've been hearing for a minute now that Jay-Z funded the whole surviving R. Kelly shit. And that's fucked up, especially if he did just as much or worse. So if that's the case, then there's a big part of the Me Too movement that ain't legit worth a shit. They bought and paid just like everybody else.
Maybe.
I don't give a damn who you is. If you're crooked, you're crooked.
But I mean that what you're saying now, it's kind of like the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, because look how many people were or around that dude during, at any point. Look at how many people were in Hollywood were around him, in politics were around him. You feel me?
I feel you.
So, you don't know. You want to indict Oprah in that? You could.
Man, all them niggas.
All the hubbub was about Bill Clinton on a plane with him, but we got pictures of Trump dancing with young girls there at his place, and then you got Tom Hanks even hung out with that dude at some point. So again, there's no way to know. There's no way to know those people. I mean, he did have a legitimate he did have a legitimate business aspect to him, and so if you in a picture shaking hands with that dude, you can say anything about
Harvey Weinstein.
That if what?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I was talking to you.
No, I'm saying because you're in a picture shaking hands with that dude, all of a sudden you're aligned with them. Anything negative that said, you're aligned with them. Just because you took a picture with or had business dealings with them.
Yeah, I don't believe that, but I mean,
I'm just saying. For instance, we her talking about this. Is what I said. I was talking about Jennifer Lopez and Mary J. Blige. For all you know, they could have been shocked as hell to see that tape with Cassie. She doesn't know.
Okay. What up, Rob? What you got to say, homie? You said they weren't shocked?
They weren't shocked. I don't know why y'all shocked now. No. Ain't nobody shocked. We're not addressing the elephants in the room. Why and how are they so brave that they can come out now?
Okay. Well, address
Why can they come out now? Because now it's safer now. It's safe for them to come out now. Don't believe everything that you see in that MSM. Don't believe that narrative. These people are dead in Gilmore. And I typed it in the chat. Tom Hanks. Yeah, all these people ran around in the same circle. And now you see what they have in common. They were trafficking. They were trafficking people. They're trafficking children. They're trafficking men. They're trafficking women. And adrenochrome. Sex trafficking and adrenochrome. That's what these people were doing.
I got you.
Evil fucking shit.
So I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. At one point in time, I was aligned with a well-known mob boss who was assassinated. Was I ever in the mob? No. Did I ever do anything for him? Whack somebody for him? No. All I'm saying is that, again, that blanket thing don't work. If you know, you know. If you was part of it, you was part of it. And if you weren't, don't nobody know that but you. And unless somebody drops some tapes with you on tape saying something criminal, or whatever, I don't think it's fair to indict everybody under some conspiracy mess. Hollywood is Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, there are good people in Hollywood. There are bad people in Hollywood. There are good people in politics. There are bad people in politics. It just is what it is. Nobody knows those people individually, so you don't know what they did or didn't do.
Hope, hold on for a second, you guys. Hope, send me the link to the graduation, and I'll definitely do my best to watch. Okay, well, let me get back.
Frankly, I've been around for a minute, and I've lived in the hood for a minute, and there's some scumbag ass niggas that live in the hood that don't nobody know. They scumbags.
Well, let me get back to the video. No problemo.
And Surviving R. Kelly, which was spearheaded by Dream Hampton, who has been a pet of Sean Carter for many years, and I know he funded it.
JC's been very quiet lately. I said JC's been very quiet lately.
He's quieter than a church mouse pissing on cotton.
quieter than a church mouse.
Maybe he's
pissing
quiet
on
because
God.
he's paying Gloria Allred to go after Drake and Kendrick to create a little diversion for the diddler, so people can stop talking about Kathy White. Don't think that's gonna happen.
So, Jack, I want to do something with you real quick. I want
Fuck
to.
you, Gloria Allred. Until somebody speaks for Me Too about the diddler, why don't you go find a real criminal to charge? And if you're worried about pedophiles, then you should be looking at Aubrey.
Ooh,
Why the fuck would you be worried about Kendrick Lamar?
ooh.
Ain't that weird? Sounds about right damn strange.
Jack, what I want to do is I want to go down a list of women that Diddy has had history with, and I want you to gauge what their threat level was that you feel just looking at from woman to woman, look into another woman's eyes. What do you feel if they were in physical harm, or like you could say 10 for physical harm or 0 for not they weren't harmed at all? And let's start with one of the names you mentioned, Jennifer Lopez. Her being with Diddy, do you
6.
feel like where would you lay that in the
6.
0 to 10? 6.
6.
Okay. And we're going to double back to why you think some of these sixes are sixes, or whatever number. But Kim Porter,
8.
Misa Hilton,
6.
J-Lo
Sir.
ran through, ain't he?
5.
Lori Harvey.
5. She was a trade.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to that. What the hell? Dana Trent, his newest baby mama. I love.
I don't know. But it's got to be bad. Because who the fuck would want to fuck with that weirdo? After all the shit after he tried to kick that baby out of the Gina old girl. Why you want to get diddled by the diddler? He kicking babies out.
This might be a stretch. I'm gonna say Usher.
10.
10. Oh shit. Okay. Damn. Justin Bieber.
10.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Last one, Meek Mill.
20.
Oh. Okay.
Every time I think about you, Meek, that's all I hear.
They let it be known publicly that Meek Mill stopped. They let it be known publicly that Meek Mill has unfollowed Diddy. I'm like,
Clap.
ugh. What'd you say, Rob? My boy, keep freezing up. I'm gonna have to get you another phone, my boy. Meek Mills. Nasty.
Each clap.
Yeah. Let's circle back to some of those. Jennifer Lopez.
Hold on,
Go
Joe,
ahead.
before you circle back. Meek Mill, he unfollowed Diddy. What do you say about that?
You
What do I say about Meek Mill's unfollowing Daddy? I don't know. Seems strange.
That's what people in relationships do.
That's what people trying to avoid being indicted do.
I mean,
I don't know. You know, stand by your man. Stand by Daddy.
Hey, she's
so
Don't nobody else love you like he do. Ooh,
so
shout out to Cosmic Kev, yo.
shout out Cosmic Kev. You mentioned Jennifer Lopez. Possibly no, she's a star as well. She's probably the biggest star that Diddy was with. But she was caught in the club with the the gun and the shooting.
That's a shame. That's gonna hurt Mary J. Blige feelings.
Oh, I didn't mention Mary J. Blige. But no, Jennifer Lopez, I would say, is the biggest star, statistic wise.
Mary, you don't even get thought of. Oh,
There's shows and there's movies.
Jennifer Lopez. Fuck that. Fucking young. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Okay. To say Jennifer possibly at a 6. Just knowing how just the essence of what Diddy
The
is.
reason why I say 6 is because she was down for most of that shit. She might have been a prototype of how he developed Onika. She too is mean with a harness out here. Little do this.
So let me ask you then, Jack.
I'm praying for your children, Ben Affleck, while you make it through your alcoholism. You know, from all the years of being married to that twat. I'm sure your children are having a hard time dealing with you being drunk every day, all day.
Damn.
Again, shout out to your baby mom, Jen. The Jen you married the first time.
Let me ask you, Jack. Diddy's lawyer is Ben Brafman. How do you think he's doing so far?
I mean, whatever he do is gonna be a miracle.
R. Kelly had a lawyer at this point in time to where things start coming out, and his lawyer just dipped, or his I forgot, it wasn't his lawyer, but it was his
Oh, I'm sure somebody gonna be quitting soon. You know, there's only so many times you can say no comment before you start to feel like a sucker. Because that motherfucker is guilty of sin.
So let me ask you this: do you feel like normally the lawyer to client confidentiality? You think that Diddy told the lawyer that video of Cassie existed, and that
I'm gonna put it to you this way: lawyer confidentiality. Whatever he tells him has to stay with him. The thing is that the dealer tells any of his lawyers the absolute truth. They should all wanted to commit suicide by now. This shit he done, the burden. Honestly, I wouldn't want to represent him. 10 years from now, somebody might come and visit him about some things they said in court, defending their client. You know,
So
some people are patient with long memories.
Hey, that would be crazy as a bitch if one of his lawyers just said, if he said, "Yo, what's the best thing I should do to get out of this?" If one of his lawyers just said, "Man, just kill yourself," that'd be crazy as shit. I just wanted to throw that comment in there.
Speaking of defending clients, there was an interview with Chris Como. I believe Jason Lee was on there, and Ayanna Banzat from Fix My Life. And when they asked her about her opinion on Diddy, she said, "I have no opinion," and she only offered prayer. And normally, this person has been known to have opinion about everyone's lives on Fix My Life. But this situation, she goes quiet and has no.
What network is her show on now?
I don't think it exists anymore.
I was about to say that's a good answer. She on Revolt.
That's why I was wondering: is she hired by Diddy? Is something going on? Because her answer was very much in tune with what he would want her to say.
I don't know, but what I will say is this: anyone who's accepted any money from him, even in the spirit of charity, I'm sure is feeling really stupid now. I think we're going to see a lot of people say no comment. I think we're going to see a lot of people bow out. I think we're going to see a lot of people be confused. I think we're going to hear a lot of people, not take responsibility for the fact that you wanted to believe that the devil wasn't the devil.
Should women go to bat for other women in a sense when you see a video like that?
Absolutely.
So when a woman does it, what do you feel about a woman that doesn't go to bat for another woman, seeing footage like that?
I can't wait for it to happen to you, so you can see what it feels like to be ignored while you're in pain. And all you're asking for is help. I've been there, man. In them streets and as an artist, I've been there. And we're trained to suffer in silence.
That sucks.
Be grateful. You're not like the girl from the club getting in the back seat of the car. You got a Mercedes. Like that means something.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. It does.
They train us that way. Almost as if assault should be expected. And high prices hazard pay. Cruelty-free artistry. Like to see that.
Very true.
That boy Chief Keef is
A lot
right
of
now.
artists are about to be triggered. You're about to see a lot of strange social media posts coming from people saying things you might not have expected them to say. I'm just glad I'm not one of them.
So Jack, can I have you do us a favor? So Cassie did respond finally.
I heard.
I'm gonna put it up on screen real quick. You don't have to read it, but I just want to put it on if anybody want to pause and read it real quick. But I do want to address it. So I'll put it up for a couple seconds and then bring it down. 1 second. And of course, it goes into thanking everyone for all their love and support.
It was smart. It was clean, and it's exactly what people need to hear.
There we go. Thank you for all the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. But this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. That's deep. Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time. How about that? It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you, love, always, Cassie. That's a powerful statement when you sit there and say you should believe victims the first time instead of always saying lying, looking for a check, gold digger, blah, blah, blah. That's a powerful statement and a true statement as well.
It was clean, and it's exactly what people need to hear. Domestic violence isn't okay. People ask, why do they stay? How could she leave? We just watched her trying to escape on camera. And it triggered that animal to jump up ass naked with a towel on and successfully punt her down a hallway, drag her like trash, and then throw large glass objects at her. He did that in a hotel where he knew cameras were. Imagine what the fuck he did at home.
He gave no fucks, bro. That's crazy.
Where he controlled all the cameras.
Like, he gave no fucks.
And he could fully be himself.
Beyond our imagination.
Y'all remember when y'all talked to me when we were first talking about Cassie, and you were saying, people are saying that it's all cat, it's a shakedown. Did she just do it for the money? And do you remember what my answer was?
Linus.
She didn't get paid enough. Nowhere near enough.
Hell no.
She had at least bruised ribs the next day. Sprains. Sure, she's had multiple fractures. Probably a couple spiral fractures.
Bro, all she got paid reportedly was $30 million. After seeing that video, she should have got $30 million for each blow just on that video alone. That's crazy. What you think, Tony?
Yeah, well, I mean, not much more to say beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, for real. If the reporter lawsuit, all he gave her was $30 million. And that's, from a person who has never had that much money in my possession. I mean, who the hell am I to say that's all he gave her? But bro, when you saw that video, she should have got $30 million for each motherfucking blow. Shit. That's crazy.
That can create rheumatoid arthritis. That will be something she'll have to suffer from the rest of her life. Migraine headaches from all the head injuries.
She may got fucking
Maybe
CTE.
possible memory loss. Trauma, PTSD. Night terrors. The nights that her and her husband can't make love because she had a freak off nightmare. Anybody think about her husband right now?
I mentioned that nigga first.
The man that helped save her life and made her a mother rather than a whore.
Don't get enough credit.
Imagine what it's like for him to go outside and watching his wife get kicked across the screen everywhere he goes. And him remembering what it was like getting her out. Imagine what that's like. For every phone call that he gets or receives or makes, the first thing they say is Cassie okay? Imagine what breakfast was like the morning that shit hit CNN with them and their children there. Salute to Mr. Fine for showing America what a real fucking husband looks like.
I got a question, a quick question, more or less a statement. Now, when the rumors came out about, when it got to Diddy's ear that she may have been messing with Kid Cudi and allegedly his car gets blown up, what about it won't no smoke for that white boy? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, because if you know, I feel bad for him having to deal with that. Because he has to deal with all of the lasting pain and that's tough. But Diddy didn't have no smoke for that white boy when he wifeyed her up, literally. She was probably like, you know what? I can't mess with black men no more, because for whatever reason, black men got the fear. He got the fear of God in these black men. I'm just saying.
Okay, there you go, Jack. That's exactly what we wanted.
Carisha.
And I didn't ask that. Young Miami, what do you think her threat level was? 0 to 2.
Hey,
Exactly. They know.
I give it a 2.
pause that for a minute. Pause that for a minute.
Oh, she gonna get it.
I got a take for you on what you just said that I thought about. I got a take for you on something I just said that you just said, B, that I thought about. So what if you know what? Hold on 1 second. Let my wife know I'm still doing the podcast. I was talking to her. So what if that white boy, what you were just talking about, was one of them dudes that Diddy arranged for Cassie to screw?
I mean, that could be.
You know, for one reason or another. You know, those. You know, but I'm just saying, because you pointed out that he didn't seem to have beef with that. Well, you know, maybe that was why.
Could be.
Don't know.
I got a comment on the chat saying that he know who not to F with, and he know who not to fuck with. And either way, I think it's truth on both the comments, because you could be very well right. He could be in a range, boink boink, for him to have a JO session. If you catch my drift, what JO means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he might have been using her as some kind of recruiting tool.
Well, that's what they were saying that she was doing. That she was doing. They said that was part of what she was doing. So, you know.
Empire State Building could have fell on her. She would have felt the thing. She like it. I'll give her a 2.
And Jack,
she was a willing participant in some of that torture.
Jack, do you think this will just go away and get swept under the rug, kind of like
Not
Will
if I
Smith?
can help it. Not if I can help it. And Will Smith ain't swept under the rug. I'm holding Bilal's feet to the fire.
Because they got the Bad Boys 4 dropping.
Yeah.
And it's just like he didn't slap Chris Rock or anything.
Or he didn't allegedly sodomize his own child. Because that's what Belial said. And I didn't say allegedly. I said that's what you said, Belial. If they want to put out another Bad Boys and promote that child rapist who couldn't emancipate himself, Or maybe he didn't want to. Maybe he enjoyed his life just the way it was. We'll see how that movie do. We'll see.
We'll see indeed.
I got a prediction. It's gonna bomb. Because by the time I finish talking every day about what you have allegedly done to multiple young men, including your child, if they stop buying Brian McKnight tickets for being a woman beater, I wonder what they'll stop doing for kitty raper. I meant mentorship.
Boy,
That's what they call it, right?
boy, she on a mission.
And last question, Jack.
Keep these niggas away from your kids, yo. Ooh.
Last question. When you see things on the news hit, like, of course, I think Sean Kingston's mother was arrested today. They show her being taken out of her mansion for fraud and theft. Is that distracting us from what we really need to be focused on?
Of course it is. And what we're really focused on is distracting us from what we really need to be focused on. But we'll get into that later.
Okay. Whole nother one. That's a whole nother one, man. With that being said,
truth is it's all a distraction. So why don't everybody come forward and let's get through this so we can get to the real problem? But they are a problem. I just don't see why it takes so long to solve those problems. What I am hoping is that unfortunate footage of Cassie being assaulted by the diddler will trigger the dozens of other people, men and women, who I know need to come forward. I could think of 10 people that need to come forward right now, including Jennifer Lopez and Mary J. Blige.
what about the ones less famous? Are they getting lawsuits ready?
I pray to God they are. I pray to God they are. These women need this money to pay for counseling, medical care. A lot of this stuff has lifelong lasting effects. And all depending on your health coverage. 52 weeks in a year, if you're going to therapy, 40 of them, like $250 a pop for a credible therapist, it's $1,000 a month. That's an expense.
Hell yeah.
That's another car note. Insurance. Who's going to pay that? You know what would have really been nice? If at the end of Surviving R. Kelly, they had taken some of the proceeds that they made from all the money that they raised and all the money that they got privately, and they would have created some kind of scholarship for all of the women who reopened all of those sores and wounds and had to deal with those assaults all over again, for them to be able to go and get free counseling. Wouldn't that
Yeah, that'd have been a good
have
idea.
been great? If they had taken some of the money they made off of Surviving R. Kelly and actually helped the victims, most of them didn't even get paid.
That's crazy. That would have been a good idea. That'd have been a damn good idea. Yeah, man. They said that's he allegedly did that to his own child. Like, that's crazy as hell. That's nah, Brody.
But they did get hounded by bloggers who gave them shit money to do hit pieces on them and their family to keep them thumbnails. Does that sound fair?
Nah. Yeah. I mean, this stuff is just crazy. This stuff is crazy. Highly weird. That's what they call it. Hey, Tony, man, all you got is your arm on the damn screen.
I'm playing Xbox, man. Can't hold the phone to play Xbox.
Well, look, I feel you, man. But yeah, this is crazy. I mean, that's just a lot to think about. That's a lot to process. stuff like that is really going on. I just cannot, as a parent. I could not, as a parent. I could not. No, and as much as I used to mess around when my son was first born, and because I knew the fact that I sang and his mother sang, and I'm like, I know this boy gonna be a beast. I'm gonna be like the new Joe Jackson, man. I would never, ever. Fuck no. Nope. I'd rather my son just be a gamer. Be in chorus while you're in school, get the A, get the experience, enjoy the trips, enjoy those school memories. But, bruh. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here, homie.
You talking
You
to
heard me? Yeah, I'm about to get out of here.
me? I missed all the sports stuff. We come in and talk about diddlers.
Well, bro, and I say I'm going live, and you see get that link. I always start with the sports. It's really not much sports to talk about. Boston got a sweep. I think Minnesota and Dallas is tied, even though we know Dallas is winning that series.
They're not tied. Dallas is up 3-0.
No, I'm talking about tied in this game.
Oh, okay.
I just said we know Dallas is going to win
that series over, bro.
Yeah,
because the Dallas is sticking with their formula, and Minnesota can't deal with it. Like when they go small, Minnesota they don't have the matchups.
No.
And if you and you playing small ball and you're forced to keep Catton, who don't play no defense, and Rudy Gobert on skates because he's guarding little men, then it's your advantage. Whole way.
Yeah.
Oh, and one other thing. The rules of today, the way the game is played today, advantage Kyrie, advantage Luka, because they can travel all day.
Oh yeah.
They can travel all day.
Yeah, no question. No question. I want you. Honestly though, I want you to go back and listen to the first about 15 minutes. I would say maybe from 5 minutes to about 20 minutes. Just listen to what I was saying about these certain scenarios, and I want you to hit me back and let me know what you think. Honestly, because I was giving gold out at the beginning of the show. I really want to know what you was thinking.
Okay.
I really want to know what you think about it. But I'm gonna get at you, big homie.
Okay.
All right. Roberto. I'll give you 5 minutes because I'm ready to eat some dinner and it's about to be 10 o'clock. What up, homie? Froze up again, bro. You've been in and out the whole show.
Yeah, right. I appreciate that because I wanted to say this. We already had one sweep. That's a surprise. And you've seen how the NBA cheated on 3 points, and they still won. Now, what's the score? Who playing now?
I think it's Dallas and Minnesota. I think it's tied up. And I think you froze up.
No, Dallas and Minnesota.
Yeah, that's the Western Conference Finals.
Well,
Dallas and Minnesota.
It can't be no sweep.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If
no
Dallas wins,
the NBA can't have.
You'd be going damn near 2 weeks without no basketball.
If Dallas wins tonight, what?
It would be the first time in history
that they can't let that happen.
Yeah, it would be the first time in history that both conference finals ended in sweeps. That's never happened before. That's why I said earlier that may be good for the players, but that's bad for the league. That's very bad for the league. Trust me, if Dallas wins tonight, go ahead. No, go ahead, Rob. You ain't got to type it.
Ideally, like you said, I ain't typing it. I'm trying to refresh my screen to see when it because usually somebody gonna be streaming the game. Ideally, like I had said one time before about resting players, that is an awesome, great fucking idea. You're gonna get both teams with good, fresh legs. Nobody's got no excuses. Everybody ready to play some good, hard, clean championship basketball. But they're not gonna let that happen. And I do agree with Tony about Luca and Kyrie and that walking shit and the way they do in the NBA now. That shit is crazy. That shit is absolute. Like I thought it. Yeah, game 4. God damn. I thought it was crazy. Like the Euro step. Okay, the Euro step. It makes sense. You're not necessarily traveling. But what they allowing
that shit is a pop knee waiting to happen. I hate that shit.
But what they doing right now in the NBA is just ignoring the fundamentals of basketball. And we do see a lot of carrying the basketball. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are more like getting more to Harlem Globetrotters type basketball. And they're not like I had somebody break it down to me. Basketball is a big man's game, right? And you can tell by what they did by going to get guards that are fucking 6'1" and 6'2". You got a guard that's 6'2". Like what the hell? How tall are your forwards? What the fuck? I'm 5'6". Best thing I could do is just goddamn get some water in the ball. I could get out the way. And but yeah, they can't sweep.
Just remember I said this. Just remember I said this.
More so, like you said, your storyline with Kyrie winning. If he was to win the championship, this is going to be some of the price that the league charge him for being able to get
you breaking
this far.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
I feel you, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, I heard you. Just remember I said this. If Dallas wins, you're going to hear about it tomorrow. Just know you heard it here first. You're going to hear about it, about it being bad for the league. Trust me when I tell you this. Trust me when I tell you. But anyway, let me get up out of here, bro. Let me get up out of here. Dallas has the lead right now in the third quarter. So I'm gonna holler back, Woody. Hey, thanks for thugging it out with me, homie.
Later.
All right. And for the audience, thank you for thugging it out with me as well. It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. I'm out this bit. I can't sit here and say I'm gonna see you on Friday because, like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do. I got a DJ Friday night. I got a training at work Saturday morning. I got a DJ Saturday afternoon into the evening. So we'll see. But, you know, it's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. Mount this. Peace. You guys have a wonderful week. It's the last week of school. How many of y'all parents are ready for August 19th when they go back to school? I'm just playing. Hey, y'all have a good one. Later. Love ya.